2, 1. Hi people, PANKI here, welcome back to this channel. In this episode we are showing to you our second position on south side of cliff map. And this is actually primarily position for, well, for south side, and you will see opposite to that for north side. And I know, before on old map, well, on old version of this map, I was always saying lighthouse is for light tanks, I will pause. So that position where you can see lighthouse is for light tanks, but this is not same map anymore. So that is still important position, but usually, even if enemy team has that position and you get this position, especially this plateau on line 3, then, well, between 2 and 3, something like that, and E and F squared. So, usually then you will win. So more often now, because map is changed here, more often you will win if you get this plateau. So my position is somewhere like here always. Do you see, like there is 3 bushes here, connected, so I'm in third from that side. And I can spot tanks that shooting from that position. I can spot them while they're passing there, and then I can shoot them and maybe set them on fire, decharge them, or just damage him. And sometimes it will happen that I miss or bounce, and that all my tanks in this area will miss too or bounce. But it is so lovely jubbly when you got some heavily armored important tanks on that position, you chuck it, and then everybody shooting in his side. So what is my goal here? Why, in my opinion, this position is better than that? Well, like I said, and you will see in the end, when you have this plateau, it is so hard to lose. Especially from this side. If this side managed to go in that plateau, especially with more than one tank, then it is usually game over. But like 99%. So no matter if you're holding lighthouse or no anymore, and same goes for D1 position. So maybe we'll record it when we got game where we can go in D1 position from that side. But remember now, D1 position also has one bush like near corner of rock, and then you go there and doing same, preventing tanks to go up or scaring them to go up. Or if you for example, fire and you damage one tank, first tank, usually others would maybe also go there, and you will see that in your team, when you sing your tanks and you can't see them. If one tank is fired on, then even if he managed to go up, still alive, of course he cannot go up dead. But if he goes up, rest of tank will stop. They will not go up usually, except if they are very fast, very very fast. So voice that you can have in this kind of situation, especially if you are on north side, well, that type T-34 fighting on D1. So he took some serious damage, like you can saw. He's not careful. I will show you that position. I need to show you to show you how to really engage tanks and spot tanks from that bush, because that bush over there is more famous, and people will often blind fire, and especially if you already fired from that bush, they will fire blind often again. So I will record that side too, so this map will have like three videos. But it is very important because if one, two, or three tanks come from this side and go up on plateau, it is like over. Why? Well, you will see. They can shoot in flanks, and more importantly, for some reason, there is less tanks that can spot you on plateau when you're coming from this side and engaging from a line between D and E line. Exactly that line that's separating D and E line. So that white line, if you can see. So it is more often. So I will pause here. It is more often that if you're coming from north side and you go up and you're trying to do that same from F line. So watch on minimap where is F line. If you're trying to shoot, for example, T14 and Leopard from F line, you have more chance to be spotted. Why? Well, it is a little bit shorter. Also, more elevated position, and you have bushes there where tanks can be, and also tanks from this position can spot you too. It is more like open. And now watch this. I fired line, just to scare that AEC several times there. So hopefully he is not spotting me now. I don't think that I'm not thinking that nobody is there now. Of course, I didn't expect Mitsu 1-8 to be there, but luckily he missed me. Not because that position isn't for heavy tank. If you think you should go there in heavy tank, go. But watch this, this position is a little bit elevated, so it is yeah, protected from fire from there if you are sitting there. But do you see how this one is going? So you have much more space to shoot. Though I will not use it actually. So now I'm thinking, okay, let's finish that tank. So immediately I will have effect on that um, line 6 around lighthouse. So there you go, he is probably thinking, oh, how I received that shot, doesn't matter. He isn't even looking here, he doesn't know what is going on, and now he's dead and he probably wondering what is going on. If he's new, he will think I am cheater now. He will quit this game. He will say, "This is stupid. They infested with cheaters." But now, my team can spot from there and shoot and be more um, safe to go up on lighthouse and stuff like that. So here probably I should take that shot, but I was thinking, hey, we are leading. He is on open. It is just Churchill 1, and my team will just kill him fast, but that didn't happen. So I was sorry for that, but really sorry, because we are kind of equal on hit points. Well, probably we were totally equal. And now when I fired, I'm spotted. I don't know, was that by that AEC that proxy detected me, or probably that Panzer 5-4 because it has good view range. So with his second shot, he managed to damage me. I'm pretending that I going all the way there, but I'm light tank. I have camo, concealment, good concealment, same concealment when I'm moving and when I'm sitting, so I just return back. And that would enemy do, that will enemy do. They didn't came here, to leave you alone. If you see this is empty, you need to try to prevent them. You will lose anyway. So that is why this position is important. I think washer dryer didn't get me when I going in that D1 line, D1 spot. Because he asked me already 2 times, why you going there, So this is why, because people came here to win, and if you are there and you spotting time, shooting time, maybe you can prevent them or do some damage. So there you go. That wouldn't happen, to lose important tanks, that are shot inside. So I'm not saying, all tanks there will be stupid, and I'm not saying that Panzer 54 is bad player, but just you are too busy there, You are too busy, especially if arty is game, so you're avoiding arty shells too, and then that light tank or even some sneaky medium tanks and TDs will come back and shoot you, and eventually, they will scare you and damage you, and I mean, entire team, enough, and you will lose. I mean, your team. So there we go. We spotted that honey TD. Come on, honey. Take one for the team. So that was below average, damage, but we are again proxy detected by AEC. And there is another Mitsu that can shoot me. And this is, skinny tank. Of course, when you driving a ELC, this is not a review for ELC, but I need to say this. You're so low pitched, that sometimes even some indentations and elevations in ground that you even, uh, you are not aware of them when you're driving the other tanks. Well, in ELC it can be a problem to shoot, like you can see, and you need to fight for gun elevation and gun depression and everything. So there is again that Churchill still on full health, that was one big misreading by me, but who would expect, he will drive so long. And tanks on that position, when you have especially tank that is more mobile and that has fully operated turrets, a tank that can shoot from that small bush there, from here, tank that can go a little bit back and shoot from there, usually all the tanks there suddenly useless, and maybe that is problem with Washer, didn't get that position, because he would see me there in the end when probably he died too, and then he will see that they're shooting at me and I cannot do nothing about it. They're rushing, one of them or two shooting from above and stuff like that. So that is why you need to be effective. You will not be always, especially if you are lower tier, and some fast big tanks zoom by. You cannot spot them, and they are too fast, and maybe your team isn't even in position to shoot, or if they are, it is actually hard from north side to stop them, because there is less positions from where you can shoot safe. Here I tried to use that dipping of my gun to clutch shot him, but that didn't work. I'm so sad for that, but he's dead anyway. And I didn't want to stay there to aim because he would probably shoot me, and I don't want that. If he's using air cheek, he can destroy this tank. Okay, that wasn't fully aimed. And remember, I am already using that natural aim size, to call it like this, like that. So if you're using that natural aiming size, then you really need to aim until you see just tank in your aim. You know, those clutch shots where your aim is all around him, you know, will not work in most of the cases. You know. So there you go. You hopefully learned something because despite not having a real example of vehicles passing by, you know, and then we shooting at them from that bush. Yeah. Just try to imagine that and to respect that and be free to shoot at them because that counts like double bush and also there is small trees and bushes while they're passing by. So usually, you know, like 99.9% you will not be spotted. So you can shoot immediately. You don't have time to go back and you don't need to go back, just shoot. And even if you are spotted, just go forward left and you will go out of harm's way. um, and also, you know, if something didn't work for first time, that isn't a rule, you know, that is actually exception of rule. Because like I said already, everything I do is calculated, especially in light tanks, especially in start of the game. So those blind shooting wasn't just to shoot him; it was to you know to push him and possibly other tanks in that position, so they wouldn't be first who will spot me and first who will shoot me, because that would be bad. And for tanks in D1, if they are not prepared for that, you need to be prepared that somebody will cross. That is main point. If they are not prepared, you know, then they can miss like that Mitsu. But even when you are prepared, it will not always work. Like internet depends from your tank also. And usually sometimes. So okay, that was. Well, English is not my first language or second. So you usually, I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah, if I'm a bottom tier, if I see that nobody is going there, I will go there in any type of tank, you know, just to prevent them to just flood that position, that plateau. So yeah, keep that in mind too. And you need to try. When I say nothing is um, accidental, you know, here everything is calculated. I mean that, you know, I saw that is working, you know, more times than not, and we are winning and we are preventing them going up, and it is less costly than, you know, going with your tank all around here, risking to be sometimes shot to death from flank from that positions, and then, you know, fighting them while they are already up, you know. So it is better to try to prevent them going up. Thank you for watching. We will probably have one more game because it is a little bit different from D1. One more video, I mean, about this map. So it will be 3 videos for this map, you know. And now when I thinking, you know, what I will do when I playing with washer dryer, I will explain now, so we wouldn't make 4 videos. What I would do, I would push him in that position when we are on this south side. I would push him with my light tank in that position. Usually he is playing TDs. So I will push him there on that small elevated hill. elevated hill, small hill, and then I would knock out that tree that is looking on those rocks down there, and I would spot for him from there, and you can, like look at that circle. You can spot, on this is small map. So I will spot for him there, not risking my life, not risking to be surrounded. They will wonder why they are always spotted, and he needs just to shoot. He doesn't need to spot. But that is when I playing in platoon with Washer Guy. Not bad, we have great results like that. But when you are alone, then maybe it is better to cover either that bush or lighthouse, and same thing about B1 bush and lighthouse. And now, really, thank you for watching and see you next one.